Water is a big problem. It's been sugar-coated by the LCRA and downplayed. They say they're going to get a handle on the situation, but there are other issues. What about police shootings? There's been too many. I'm not going to say that they're right or wrong at this point, but there are some indications where if there is no crime committed, why are the police putting themselves in situations to use deadly force? Uh, we have a problem with this economy and growth. It's doing real well. I thought it was number three in the nation. It's number two in the nation. So economy wise, Austin is doing very well. But is there a dark side to this growth? Absolutely. And that's not being covered very well. The people that realize it are the people that are suffering from this growth. I'm talking about middle, low, and fixed income people. These apartments for housing and affordability that have been available in the past, with this growth, special interest groups, developers, real estate, they come in here and destroyed these dwellings and they have been replaced with high dollar condos. Now, the affordability is dropping. Like, I'm going to drop some names here. Trauma Code recently had a tentative agreement to provide 10% affordable housing in one of their high rises. Well, they changed that. They dropped it because, oh, we got to put a parking garage in here. So they've changed that. What it amounts to, and this has been already set out in the news, that people that are low and fixed income are obstacles in retail sales, which that they may be right because they can't afford to go to these retail shops to buy their Gucci purses or Italian shoes, high dollar suits. So they want to replace this low and fixed income genre or the people with people that can afford to go to these retail shops and spend money. People that are on this low income and fixed income, in my opinion, should be exempted from the rate hikes. Now, their income, especially the fixed income, their income's not being adjusted in a timely manner to keep up with the rate increases. So these folks are suffering from a lack of money to pay their utilities. I mean, it's hurting them. There's other factors that go along with utility hikes, like property tax increases. Well, gentrification is going on. I got an answer for that one too, but we'll get back to those rate hikes. If another question has been people outside the city that are paying these utilities, should they be held to the tax hike also? And I say yes, as long as they're getting them from Austin Energy, the energy from Austin Energy, and they're paying the bill to Austin Energy, they should be held to the same standards as everyone else. Sometime in the future, PUC, they all get together and decide that they want to deregulate. Now, that's another thing. So you got these electric companies out there that are serving different communities. That's something we look at in the future. If they want to find a way to get a different utility and to service them outside of Austin, well, that opens up another door. See, to every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. We can work to fix that problem, but we don't want to get ourselves in a quagmire of people from other areas coming here to take advantage of what we can take care of. We're opening another door. So that's a question there that just can't be answered at this point. That particular issue is a state and federal issue. Other cities should be taking that stand and fixing their problems. And if we fix the problem here, we're going to get all their people over here to get on board for this fix. And we won't be able to afford it. I had looked at the situation with these corporations, like Apple, for instance. Oh, Lord, they come here, they got $100 million cash sitting in the bank, and they want welfare, corporate welfare. Why don't we get these corporations that are moving here and bringing these jobs? And I think half of these jobs are being filled by their home city where they came from. They just got a caravan of U-Hauls coming down here one way. Instead of giving them a tax-free status on coming here, why don't we at least charge them half of what the taxes are and put that towards a nonprofit fund to go towards affordability? Why do we have these different energy companies hundreds of miles away from Austin? I mean, why can't we have a co-op where the people that pay these utilities own the utilities. There is an energy source called MSW, that's municipal solid waste, that I've been looking at. It's going on already across the nation. Many cities are already practicing this. This is trash, burning trash. And there is this little doodad called an electrostatic precipitator on top of the smokestacks that gets rid of the particulate matter. It doesn't get into the air. There's another doohickey, excuse my Texas slang, that collects the gases and compresses them into bottles that are not released into the air, and those gases can be reused. It's recycled. So the green is there. The trash would eliminate landfills that's used for the energy process. This same energy can be used to desalinate water, and you could desalinate water with this MSW and create electricity at the same time. At this particular time, no. I have good reason. That urban rail is $1.4 billion as it's seen right now. Mayor Leffingwell and the Texas Transportation Commission are fervently pushing this. We are in a bind. See, Austin's growing. The budget has some question marks, a lot of question marks. And I talked about we have these other issues, affordability. There's a lot of programs that need money. And as long as the Texas Transportation Commission is pumping dollars into our infrastructure for transportation amenities, we don't need these amenities when we have other modes of public transportation available to utilize at this time. We should be putting money into programs that need money put into them. If we were in a situation where we weren't so budget tight on these programs, if we were up and going like we should be, I would look at it differently. I'd say, if that's an amenity, let's go for it. But that's not the situation. The dollar is real tight these days. And the more they put into transportation, the more people are moving here. Improving the highways. Talk about SH-45 down in the Southwest. That'll add an additional 30,000 cars to the roadways. Well, you can keep putting money into roadways to alleviate congestion. But the growth is going to keep these roadways congested. You're not going to get rid of the congestion. We're just going to be congested. We have growth. What more can I say? As long as there's growth, we're going to have congestion. And as I said, we have alternate public transportation to buses. Of course, taxis are awfully expensive. Who wants to use those when you can take the bus? But yes, like I said, the rail would be a good idea if it was in a different time where we could actually afford to use that amenity. As it stands right now, 7 people and the size of this city, Lord, we need geographical district representation. We have an issue in that one certain part of town. These folks should be able to go to who represents them, and that issue should be taken up immediately.